What's going on? Welcome back. This is Keeping It Ron Reactions. We got another one for you today. This time we are reacting to Don't Go by In Vogue. Um, Listen, man, you're gonna see that um some of the stuff we react to on this channel is gonna be new, some of the stuff is gonna be old. But I gotta tell you, don't be surprised if you see older stuff on this channel a lot more because to me, honestly, that's where a lot of the good music lies, man. It is what it is. You know, I'm a person who loves music from all different years and genres too, but 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Music today is not too bad, but music from back then, it's another level. And then the artistry, the way there was so much competition, the way they have to continue to push each other, just made the steel sharpen steel. And there was a lot of good artists that came out in the early '90s. Uh, and In Vogue is one like no other. Sisters, talented with voices, all four of them. I mean, listen, what can I really say about it? Let's not waste any time, man. In Vogue is In Vogue. That it is what it is. Let's just get into this and go from there.
Come on, y'all, clap your hands. I'm so glad to see. Now I have the chance to say, I love's been growing free. What must I do to make it
The harmonies. I mean, clearly, easily one of the best female groups of all time. I don't care what year you're looking at. The harmonies, the fact that all of them can sing, all of them can switch out and take lead. You can't really find that in a lot of groups in any type of genre, but and specifically in R&B, there's always there's maybe three, four, in some cases maybe even five people in a group, but not all of them can sing lead. People have their moments where they can do the background vocals and contribute in that way, but In Vogue, all of them could sing. Even you know the different iterations of In Vogue, the new iteration of In Vogue, which I think is just three of them. Still, once again, all three of them can sing. Like it just it is what it is. You can't. I don't know. You can't really appreciate it. Um, unless you're used to seeing all these different types of groups where it's only one or two lead singers. But In Vogue is not that. Let's get back into it. But just the harmonies right off the bat, they're just so polished. They're so talented. Incredible. Let's rewind it back a little bit.
I feel the times rise, 'cause my love for you has grown up till this very night. I had doubts your love was strong enough to bring me down. Now I'm caught up in this race, fun for me tonight. It takes to release the love in
Hey, look at Cindy.
the only man.
Sorry, my bad.
Had fun, swallowed me a piece out of my head. I can't think twice, it's much too right. This may be my own
I mean, you hear it. You hear the Mariah Carey octaves, and yes, I'm gonna call them the Mariah Carey octaves. There have been singers that have come along throughout years, and they've been able to hit those octaves. But Mariah Carey is the one who's known for really damaging them vocals like that. But yeah, Shantae Moore is another one who hits those octaves. There's a couple very talented female artists out there that can do that. But yeah, I mean this like just the harmonies that they have, the breakdown, you can hear them, they're just saying and just how they do that is so sultry, so seductive, and the harmonies that they put together make it sound so pure and beautiful. And then, like I said, just being able to hit these high notes, the octaves, like, oh my goodness, man. Like, what can you really say about this? Like, so talented, so talented. Terry Ellis, man. And shout out to all the original members of the group, which is Terry Ellis, Cindy Haran, Dawn Robinson, and Maxine Jones. And if you guys remember Cindy, they showed a close up of her. She's on the right on stage, but left if you're viewing it, like I'm viewing it. She was also in Juice. She played the girlfriend to Q in the movie, the nurse. So she had her little spell of acting as well. But really incredible. All four of them incredible. And shout out to Rona Bennett, who is one of the newest members of the group. Um, uh, yeah, they're just ridiculous, ridiculous. Talent is unheard of. Let's get back into it. Rewind it a little bit.
Come on, y'all, sing with me. Yeah!
Yo, Info!
What? Come on, y'all, man. Listen, you can't. We're so fortunate and lucky to be able to hear talent like that. It's crazy. In Vogue, ridiculous, ridiculous amounts of talent. I'll never forget hearing them for the first time when they came out with the song. I believe it was called "Hold On." Um, I mean, you talk about really trying to, showcase their talent and letting you know that they're different from many other groups. I mean, they came out the beginning of the song, they do their own rendition of Who's Loving You by Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, and their version might be even better than Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5's version. Just the way they sang it, and they go into that thing, give you the breakdown of them harmonizing a cappella, and then go into the beat and Hold On comes on. That's how you know a group is legit with staying power, and they was ready. That's how they introduced themselves to us. So I mean, they've been just making hits and hits and hits ever since. Now, obviously, they've kind of run the course of the four, group. They've switched out. Members have left, members came back. Then they got a new member, like I said, Rona Bennett. Who Rona Bennett is very talented in her own right. I remember when I first was exposed to Rona Bennett. Oddly enough, she was on Making the Band. You guys remember Making the Band when Diddy did two sets? He did Day 26, the guys, and he did Danity Kane. Rona Bennett was one of the people. She was one of the finalists that got down to the end and was almost a member of Danity Kane. So yeah, and then she went on to do a lot of different things. She sang backup for many different. I remember I was watching the Justin Timberlake concert back in the day, at Madison Square Garden, and she was singing background for him. Like she sung background for a lot of different, a lot of your favorite artists. So she's definitely paid her dues and deserved the shot to be in such a high esteemed group like In Vogue. So shout out to her for paying her dues and do what she had to do. But the group itself is just incredible. Don't Go is one of my favorite songs from In Vogue. They did a fantastic job. I love listening to their music, but watching them perform live is even better. So please, if you haven't already checked out In Vogue, by all means, check out more of what they have to offer, because they got tons and tons of great songs, and they're very, very talented. Shout out to all of the original members and the new members. So thank you once again. Appreciate you tuning in. This has been Keeping It Round Reaction. This has been In Vogue, Don't Go. It's another good one, a great one, actually. We'll see what comes down the line. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what it'll be, but I know it'll be good. We out.